biggest things about narcissistic abuse is the healing process. You know, when you go through what you go through, the healing process is longer than the actual relationship. You know, I think the narcissist is just like the perfect demon for good people. You know, I think the narcissist is meant to go after good people. You know, the devil has different ways and different methods to get people. You know, people that's living bad lives, gangsters, you know, prostitutes, pimps, scammers, murderers, bad people, you know, the devil, you know, they working for the devil. You know what I'm saying? So he don't have to go get them. He can go get them and they're going to bring themselves to him. But the narcissists, I think they're just meant to get good people. And like, they agents of depression. Because it depresses you. Depression is a big part of narcissistic abuse. You're depressed for a little while. Right after narcissistic abuse, right after the narcissist, you go into a depression. And the depression is like the worst part. Depression is a frozen fear. Depression is being dead while you're alive. So it's like you got to fight depression as long, you know, but the scars too. So they meant to depress you. They meant to drain you and depress you. They just want to rob your life. They meant to be a blemish on your soul. You know, they meant to live in your head rent free. That's the biggest part. And the whole time they're there, being in your life, they just poisoning you. They downloading the bad virus. The whole time, they have a plan B. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it hurts so bad. That's why you feel so kind of in free fall, because they unplug you, you know? But that's their mission. That's why they so good at it. But they just don't know the power that they give people like us, bro. Like I'm telling you, before I knew about narcissistic abuse and narcissism and everything, I thought something was wrong with me. I thought, you know, because narcissists they feast on people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're more than likely surrounded by them. Like I told you, 3 bad relationships, you could really sit up and be with 3 narcissists back to back. Imagine that. Somebody just leaving off where somebody else left you. You know, that's how you feel like you're a bad person. It'll literally work on your spirit and your soul and how you're thinking you're a bad person. That's why it's a key to learn about this stuff, because I feel like I beheaded a demon. I went through a lot to behead this demon, but I beheaded a demon. And telling somebody about narcissistic abuse is like showing somebody a demon head. You know what I mean? Some people might not believe it, like that's fake. Ain't no way that's a demon head. This is a real demon's head, bro. Y'all can believe in whatever y'all want. You know, you can't exercise a demon, but behead them. It's like, you know, so be proud of the fact that you know what you know. Instead of wallowing in pain behind it, be proud of the new you. See, it's a way behind everything. It's like a shot of liquor. You know, you put it to the back of your throat, you swallow it. Put the pain to the back of your throat, swallow it, and embrace. You know, like I say, the narcissist took an arm, but you got replaced with a rocket launcher instead. It's not an arm no more, but it's a rocket launcher. So look at it like that. Look at the newfound. I've warded off like 3 narcissists, and I've been blessed. You know what I'm saying? To where if you really just understood how much the narcissist wasn't in your favor and how much you really wasn't connected. You know, they take your empathy and pull it, and when they unplug, it's you making yourself believe the relationship is still going. That's you still reaching, trying to reach for the love bomb. They sitting back in the familiar spot they've been sitting in their whole life, watching you fight for their love. They, you know, I got him now, girl. Yeah, they probably on the phone. He probably on the phone. Yeah, I got her now, man. She really, now I can fall back now and make her chase. Like, this is a very familiar position for them. You know what I'm saying? But I look at it like, don't even worry. You want to be in a good place. You want to be so healed to where you wish the narcissist the best. You want to be that healed to where you wish him the best. You know what I mean? But yeah, like the healing part is the biggest part. But don't even look at it like that. Like I say, look at it like you got a new superpower, and embrace it, because it's gonna make you smile when you ward off the narcissist, and when you just know that there's a certain amount of energy that you just don't even got to deal with no more. And it's a lot out there. That's the cool part about it. It's a whole lot out there. So you're gonna be relieved. You're gonna be relieved to realize it was worth it. God threw you an alley-oop. You know what I'm saying? And you know the saying. You know, like I told y'all, the cliche sayings for the narcissists, they got the cliche sayings for the chosen ones as well. You know what I'm saying? Chosen ones, we go through the same stuff. We get traumatized when we're young too, but we just choose to do right. But there's a cliche saying, you know the cliche saying, God puts his toughest soldiers through the toughest battles. And that's all that happened. And hey, smack dab in your face. He put you, his toughest soldier, through the toughest battle. And now look at you. You ain't got to worry about that. You know, now you can focus on the prize and keep your eyes on the prize. You ain't got to worry about the debris. Because you're going to thrust yourself out of the depression, get out here, look alive, feel alive, and heal on the fly. Heal out loud and heal on the fly. Because narcissistic abuse is something where you can't really sit still with it. You know, it's one of them ones where you gotta actively. That's why I show y'all the videos of me hitting the gym and stuff. I don't be trying to show off a little. I you know, fitness people, we show off a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I just be trying to inspire y'all. Get in the gym. You ain't gotta tell nobody why you in there. Just get in there. But heal out loud and heal on the fly. You know, if you've been sitting back for a good 6 months, it's time to step out. You know, it's time to speak to people. It's time to be friendly. You know, don't let it eat you alive. You know, thrust yourself up out of it. And like I say, embrace. This is a superpower, y'all. Y'all just don't know. This is a real superpower.